Good day to all of you. Today we will continue with chapter 17 of Biographia Literaria, where Coleridge examines those statements in the preface written by William Wordsworth to which he is not able to subscribe or agree. In the same strain, Coleridge criticizes Wordsworth's position on two important counts. In the first place, a study of the poems in the collection shows that the characters in the best poems are by no means taken from low or rustic life in the common acceptance of those words. So, this is the first disagreement or criticism that Coleridge makes about Wordsworth's position or belief. Secondly, he says the feelings and sentiments expressed by them are not necessarily such as are aroused by the circumstances peculiar to their occupation and abode. What he is trying to say is that it is quite clear that the sentiments and language of the characters in the poems are not connected with their abode and the occupation in rural surroundings. Abode and occupation means where they live and what they do. It does not agree with that. These sentiments or feelings spring from general causes which produce similar feelings in every state of life, whether in town or country. This is what Coleridge says. And he continues to say that the more important of these circumstances are a spirit of independence arising from economic competence, which places a person above servitude. Servitude means a state of being a slave, but yet not above the necessity of toil, thrift, and simplicity in life. And number two, religious education, which makes a man well conversant or well versed with the Bible and the liturgy. Liturgy means a book of common prayer. So he's saying these are two very important circumstances. One, spirit of independence, which comes because of economic competence, and number two, religious education. These are two very important factors. Why? Because he says human soul cannot flourish and mature in rustic life unless it is provided with these advantages. Because if a man is to derive advantage from nature or from his surroundings, what does he need? Especially a man belonging to rural or rustic surroundings, he must have education, religious education, and natural intelligence and capacity for feeling. Why? Because by itself, rustic life is not so very good so as to exert a healthy influence on the people. Coleridge is doubtful about its value, and that is why he says these are important. Because when life is destitute means when it is without something, lacking something. So, when life is destitute of education and original sensibility, the mind is sure to shrink and harden, and man then becomes selfish, sensual, gross, and hard hearted. So, these are important things. What does religious education do? It gives him a sense of right and wrong, it gives him a sense of morality, it gives him hope, and there is something to look forward to in life. Otherwise, a man would degenerate. So, under such circumstances, the universe of nature, the mighty world of eye and ear. Eye means from which you can see, and ear means what you can hear, becomes useless. Because if you don't have education, whatever you see or whatever you hear is useless, and just as useless as a beautiful picture is to a blind person, and sweet music is to a deaf person. We'll continue tomorrow.